Shalom Yashala, all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shai, all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shai. I'm just making this video because some brothers, brother here in the camp wanted to know how I do my connectors. I know some brothers out there are probably wondering when you watch the videos, how does he know how to connect certain words? So what I wanted to do is just to show you where through the Spirit you know when to connect words and you know when not to connect words. Alright, but before I do that, I also want to show brothers what I use. Some of the things I use to pick out certain words, because you can, like for instance, I'm going to go to Psalms 9:9. All right, and it says, "The Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed and a refuge in time of trouble." Now, in the blue letter, all the words in precepts are not always there. Like you see here, you got Wa Yahaya. But when you scroll down, you don't have the definition of Wa Yahaya. So a tool that I use is called the, what is this thing? It's called the Interlinear Bible, the Hebrew, Greek, and English, and it looks as such. Now this is Psalms 9:9. Hey, check that out. 777. You know what? I'm gonna just start at 8 and figure that out. We'll see what that says. 8 says, that's the Spirit. 8 says, "And he shall judge the world in righteousness, and he shall minister judgment to the people in uprightness." And that's 777 is judge. He shall judge. And you know what? That's the type of judgment, because you also got judgment where it's mashapat. Like you see over here in the corner, you got Yah Shapat, he judge. But here, this is the type of judgment. If you look it up, it should say to execute judgment or to contend. That's what Strong's 1777 is. That's that type of judgment. I think it's Yadayan or Dayan, it says. But yeah, anyways, back on topic. That was just a spirit. That 777 caught my eye. But back on topic, like I was saying, certain words are left out. Like in the beginning of the precept, you have Wa Yahaya. And that word here in the interlinear, it tells you that Wa Yahaya is and will be. Alright, because when you read the precept, you got the Lord will also be a refuge. Alright, and that also will be is Wa Yahaya. And the reason it comes after the Lord in English, because in the Hebrew, if you go back and watch the Elder Ramlah's video when he constructed sentences, things written in Hebrew, I believe the subject comes before the verb when it's describing something. Like if you were going to say look at the brown bear, instead of saying look at the brown bear in Hebrew, you would say look at the bear brown. Alright, that's why here it says Wa Yahaya and then Yahweh, and not Yahweh Wa Yahaya. So I just wanted to show you brothers that right there, that's how I get the little words in between off of Blue Letter when I'm going through, and off of the HebrewOldTestament.com that I use. Alright, like I said before, you got Wa Yahaya, but here it's not here. But on the Interlinear Bible, you will find the definitions of those little words. Alright, so now into the lesson on the connectors. Alright, let's go to this document I have up. Let me take this off. Oh yeah, and the number 7, I believe it means completion, and that's the Spirit, because the Most High is about to complete his judgment, execute his judgment real soon, on America. Alright, so for Jerusalem, alright, you got Jerusalem, and in the Lashawan it's Yerushalayim. So in this, there's 2 connectors in this one. I'll write out the characters. You got a Yah. Salakia. Let me switch to the English so you can see it in English first. Alright, you got a Yah. Let me see. I'll just do it in. This joint's stuck like this. Well, you know what? That's the Spirit. I'll just do it like this. You got a, and I'm going to write it from left to right. You know what? In fact, I'll start on the right hand so you can see. You got a Maz at the end, and you got the La, the Shah. And this is how I do it when I make the videos. I write everything backwards just because the times we're in. We had to do it as such. You got the, then you got the Wa, and then the Ra, and then the Yah. Alright, so here you got the Yah, the Ra, the Wa, the Shah, the La, and the Ma. Alright, And the connector is between the Ra and the Wa, and then the La and the Ma. Alright, and down here you can, I'll write it again in English. You got Wa, a Ra, a Wa, a Sha, a La, and a Ma. Alright, and the connector, you take the vowel off the Ma and the vowel off the Wa. Alright, because you got Yara, which is city, and then you got Shalom, which is peace. Alright, which Jerusalem means city of peace. So you got Yerushalayim. Now, if you were to say it as is, it would be Yara wa Shalama, but it's not. Through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, we know that it's Yerushalayim. All right, you got Ya Ra. Take the the word off because there's a connector here, All right, and then you got Shalom, Yara Shalom. There's a connector between the La and the Ma on the end to make it Lum. All right, moving on to Simeon. All right. To Simeon, you got a Na, a Wa, a I, a Ma, and a Sha. Alright. Alright. Now, I'll write it down here again. So you got a Sha, a Ma, a I, a Wa, and a Na. Now, in Simeon's name, alright, which means hearing. Let me write that here just in case brothers don't know. Hearing or heard, because I believe it was Leah who had Simeon. She said the Most High have heard her. All right. All right, and that's, I believe that's Genesis 29 and about the 30th verse, or 29th verse. You brothers can go back and check it out. But Simeon is Shemaiwan. All right. Now, in Simeon's name, the Ah is taken off of the Ma. All right, and then the Ah is taken off of the Na at the end, because Simeon's name is Shemai, or Salaka is Shemaiwan, which is Shemai, as we all know, is to hear, listen, or hearken, and then the one on the end gives it the ing. So you got Sha, Ma, I, Wa, and Na, and the connector between the Ma and the I, and the Wa and the Na to make it Shemaiwan. Alright. Now, this next word I took from one of my last videos that I did. Alright, and I took this from Psalms 137. And let me just write this out real quick. Alright, and you got Ha-Amariam, which is who said. Alright, and I'll go back and pull up that precept really quick so brothers can see it. Ha, Ma, Ra, Ya, and Ma. Alright, now when you go to Psalms 137, alright, the verse reads as such: Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. Alright, and again you can see Yerushalayim, alright, here. Alright, and I just went over the connectors for that. And then you got Ha-Amariam, Salakia. Ha-Amariam, alright, it's who said. Alright, now let me go back to the document. Alright, you got Ha-Amariam. Ha is who, alright, Amar is said or speak or saith, and the Yum makes it plural because it wasn't just one Edomite saying it, you had the whole nation of Edom saying it. Alright, because when you read the precept, you got Adawam, alright, which means Edom, the whole nation, because the whole nation was out there, setting snares and traps for us, for the Babylonians. Now in this word, the word Amar, the Ma and the Ra, there's a connector between the Ma and the Ra to make it Mar. So the Ah is taken off, alright, and then the Yum, to make it plural, the Ah is taken off. And you'll see that anytime something's plural in the scriptures, you'll know that the Ah is taken off to make it Yum. Alright, so you got Ha-Amariam. But if you were to say it as is, it would just be Ha-Amarayama. Alright, but we know through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that it's Ha-Amariam. Alright, you got Ha-Amar, connector between the Ma and the Ra, and then Yum, a connector between the Ya and the Ma. Alright, now this next one that I have is Ha-Zaquanya. Alright, Salakia, Ha-Zaquanyam, which means the elders. Alright, so you got the Hebrew characters, the Lashawan characters, let me see, Na, Kwa, Zakwan, Ha, Hazakwanyam. Alright. So you can see that. Alright, now there's a connector. In this one, the word, I took this from Numbers 11 and 25. It says, "And the Lord came down in a cloud and spake unto him, and took the spirit that was upon him, and gave it unto the 70 elders." Alright. And it came to pass that when the spirit rested upon them, they prophesied and did not cease. And again, in this precept, when you go through and read it, here you got Al Shabayim, which is upon 70, and then you got Ayash Ha Zakwanyam. Now in here, we know that Ayash means man, alright? But when you read it, it doesn't say man. But we know that the elders, whenever it spoke about the elders, it was always talking about the men, because the men always rule nations, alright? And like I said, in order to understand that, you have to go into the interlinear. And it might even have it here. Yeah, see, it has the arrow pointing up to elders, because Ayash is referring to the men, the elderly men of our nation. Alright, so you got Hazakwanyam, the elders. Alright, and now I'll go back to the document so you can see that. You got the Hebrew character, and you know what, I'll bring all this down so you can, onto the next page. Hold on, Salakia. Alright. You got the Hebrew character Ha, Za, Kwa, Na, Ya, and Ma. Alright, and there's a connector between the Kwa and the Na, which means what? You had to take off the A, alright, to make it Zakwan, which means elder. And take off the A again at the end because it's plural to make it Yum. There's a connector between the Ya and the Ma. Alright, and you got Ha, which means the, alright, which means the, and then you got Zakwan, which is elder, and then the Yum to make a plural. So you got Ha Zakwanyam, the elders, and that's another one with two connectors. Alright, so now I didn't want to make this video too long, and I hope, you know, I hope through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that you brothers can see, you know, how I connect certain words and what tools I use to fill in certain words that aren't given through Blue Letter. And you know, you Akim out there, when you're out there reading the Hebrew and stuff, it'll be more helpful for you to go through and understand what words are connected and how to pronounce certain words, you know, all through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Alright, so with that said, I'll say Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Shalom La Bacharim Shayasha Allah. All praise to the Father in the name of the Son, all praise to the Father in the name of the Son, and peace to the elect, the chosen of Israel, you know, righteous brothers and sisters that are out there listening. Alright, Shalom.